There's a Southwest 737 landing on the runway to the right. So, of course, it doesn't like that. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Flight Simulator X, where we're going to be doing a flight from Rapid City over to Minneapolis, MSP. And I normally don't do what you would call requested flights, but more suggestions. When you guys put suggestions in there, I do read them. And WWE Raw 1123 came up with this one, said he recently did this one in real life and wanted to see what it would be like in the simulator. So we're doing this one today, even though I don't normally do these types. And I'm assuming that WWE Raw means that he's a wrestling fan. So thank you for the suggestion. And it's always cool to see what your real world route was in a simulator. So anywho, we're gonna go ahead and move the jetway away from the airplane. We're gonna be pretty much ready to rock and roll. I've already got everything else set to go inside the plane as far as the flight plan goes and everything. So let's go ahead and head back into the airplane, and we'll get on our way out of here.
Okay, let's start with the cockpit preparation check.
All right, they're doing the cockpit preps now.
Both off.
And like I said, I have the co-pilot on today. We're just going to be flying the plane, not dealing with any of that garbage. Flight level 390 today, so we'll do 15,000 on our way out of here. Let's do that now.
Is on.
Emergency lights.
Like so. Heading should be in managed mode.
Is on.
Air condition.
Check.
They're doing all the checks I normally would do. So we're doing our flights while they're doing this. I could show you. Since we're in the plan mode still.
Check.
We're doing going to Rapid City VOR, so RAP using the Juliet 82 via Vivid. Then we're going to be going to Foxtrot Sierra Delta to Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot, and doing the Skeeter 5 arrival to runway 30 left in Minneapolis.
Disconnected and off.
But we'll see. It might change as we get closer. We'll check the winds. In Minneapolis, we might go into 1-2.
Is on.
Parking brakes on.
3017.
Yep.
3017.
She looks like she's happy over there.
Beacon lights.
Set on.
Back to arc. 20's good. Beacon's on. We're ready to start our push. Let's just push it straight back, please. Don't need to go too far. So we'll go ahead and get that underway.
Flight deck to ground.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
ATC clearance for push and start received. So please confirm ground equipment and services
Let's double check
are clear.
our performance here. V1's going to be 150. So we're going to need a lot of thrust today to get out of here.
Ground equipment.
Because it's the short runway.
Clear. Doors closed and steering pin in position. Awaiting your instructions.
Start pushback.
Okay, let's
Roger. Please release
Parking brake release.
yeah, we're ahead of you. Parking brake is released.
Starting pushback. Clear to start both engines.
Is okay.
Clear to start both on the push. So let's go ahead and start number 2, please.
Starting engine 2.
Thank you. And we're taxiing down to runway 14, which is off to our right. And down that way. Like so. There's the sound of the hydraulics kicking in. That sound.
Engine 2 is stabilized.
All right, start engine 1.
Starting number 1.
All right, looks good. They're coming to a stop with their push. Let's go ahead and set the parking brake, like so. All right, waiting for that one to stabilize out.
Engine 1 is stabilized.
Have a drink of
Pushback
coffee.
complete. Please
Parking
set
brake set.
Okay, tow bar disconnected.
All right.
Steering pin removed and hold clear signal to the right. Have a good flight.
Thank you, sir. You too. See you guys next time on the next turnaround.
Let's proceed with the after start checklist.
After start, please.
Engine mode selector.
Set.
It's all black up top. Looks good. Oh yeah, APU
Set
bleeds
off.
off.
APU master.
There goes off.
Set off.
And start. There we go.
Set.
Set.
Rudder trim.
Check 0.
Rudder trim. Set a rudder.
Set.
Flight control.
Flight controls. Let's do that now. Flight controls in here. Full left.
Full left.
Full right.
Full right.
And neutral.
Neutral.
Neutral. And then we go full up.
Full up.
And full down.
Full down.
Neutral.
Neutral.
Like so.
Rudder.
Rudder. Left. Full
Full
left.
left.
Yep. Middle. Full right.
Full right.
Yep. Neutral.
Neutral.
Looks good to me. Flaps 1, please.
Flaps 1
Anti-ice.
are off.
Beacon status.
Checked.
Beacon door page.
Let's get our ground here.
Hand signal.
Received.
Alrighty. We'll check our brakes here in a second. Let's do our taxiing checklist now. Please.
Taxiing checklist.
Nose lights.
Nose lights coming on.
Set on.
Thrust levers.
As required.
Yep.
Brake checks.
Brakes.
Pressed pedal.
Looks
Check
good.
0.
Check. Auto brakes.
Max, please.
Max.
Takeoff data.
Reviewed.
Reviewed and set.
View.
153.
Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked and set.
Set.
Alright, cool. Let's taxi down to 1-4. Alright, this King Air is going to hold for us, and we'll blow past him here on Alpha. Head down to runway 14. So once we get moving down that way, we can go ahead and begin our before takeoff checklist. And just so you guys know, we're not using any flex departure procedures with the FADEX system. This is a short runway, so we'll be using max power takeoff go-around mode as far as the FADEX is concerned. And we'll be also using the parking brake to hold us in position until we're at max takeoff power. All right, to get closer down here to 1-4, we're going to start our before takeoff checklist already. Just
Flight
because we're about ready to go.
Please prepare for takeoff. Before takeoff checklist.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
Brake pads.
Are off.
Engine.
Check normal.
Let's check all that stuff.
TA and RA till above. Set on.
Get ready to go down here. Let's call up tower, let them know. Left takeoff on 1-4 for Delta 1123. Okay, we'll go ahead and arm the auto throttles. Set that to 40. That looks good. Okay, like I said, we're going to be lining up. This is a short runway, so we're going to line up. We're going to be using takeoff, go around thrust, and we will be holding the parking brake down to get to that point. All right, so you get noisy because it's going to start screaming at us that we have the parking brake set, but we have to do that.
Okay, let's go.
Just like
Take
that.
off.
There they are. Parking brake released. Takeoff, go around set. All that we can get out of this thing. That's what operating out of a short runway is all about. Crossing 80 there. 100 knots cross-checked. Coming upon V1 right at the end of the runway. V1. Rotating. There's V2. Gear up.
Gear up.
We'll fly on right here on our arc as we need to do. Over here to RAP, and then we'll take a left turn, and then we'll switch it over to autopilot. See you guys next time on Delta 1123. Lights off. Climbing over RAP now. Romeo Alpha Pampa, which is Rapid City VOR. Start bringing those flaps in here in a minute. Go to climb on the FADEC. Like so.
After takeoff checklist.
All right, autopilot 1.
Check autopilot is on. Disarmed. Check
The
retracted.
15,000.
Gear up.
Flaps come
Lights
up.
off.
Lights out. Almost forgot to do our
Set off.
chrono.
Both on. Are
What
off.
was I thinking?
Check. 3017.
And departing out of Rapid City now. Coming across to 10,000 feet, and landing lights are already out. Shouldn't be too much longer. Let's flip this over to 40 miles. Let's go to 80 and have a look-see. Maybe we'll pick it up about 100. There's Vivid and a top of climb just outside of Vivid intersection to join the Juliet 82 direct to where we're going next. Let's put this on the flight plan to Foxtrot Sierra Delta. Climbing through a nice thick layer of clouds here. Really cool. As we climb our way towards flight level 390. There's transition.
Barrel reference set. Cross
Standard, which is at 18,000, 2 which we just hit STD there. Standard for that. Everything else is going according to plan, so we got one airplane out there to our right. He's 1,800 feet below us, so he's not a factor. Other than that, should be a pretty smooth sailing towards Minneapolis today. Crossing to 29,000, so 29.3 there as we head up to 390 today. Getting closer to Vivid intersection to where we're going to hit our top of climb there and continue on the Juliet 82. But higher and higher we go, and we'll update you along the way. here, you can tell, is as we crossed Vivid back there and we're heading towards our top of climb, have a look-see here at the winds right there. They're at 243. It's 70 knots. So we've got a nice strong tailwind pushing us at 70 knots. But you can see what it's doing to the airplane. It's kind of got a kind of cockeyed. So what we're doing is the autopilot's turning the airplane to the right and crabbing into the wind. So the wind pushes us along the green line, our flight plan. And you can kind of see it in the PFD, not so much outside. But the airplane does make adjustments here and there, or it has been, to maintain the course. It needs to, but just a fun little interesting thing there, that when you get a tailwind at that kind of magnitude and it's coming off the right side, it pushes the plane to the left, so you have to crab to the right to maintain the flight plan. Alrighty, we just reached our top of climb here. We're just about to hit it now. And you can see how they switched the auto throttle system over to Mach. And they should be cleaning up the climb, or moving over to the cruise checklist as soon as we hit our climb, top of climb here at 390, which is just about to happen. So we're currently 79 miles from Foxtrot Sierra Delta. We'll cross over Foxtrot Sierra Delta and head over to Romeo Whiskey Kilo. Sorry, Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot. Seatbelt signs coming off. And now they do the cruise stuff, which she's got her little tray table open there, and we can open ours as well. And enjoy our coffee and all that good stuff. And I'm actually drinking coffee that Nicole made in my thermos. So I am drinking coffee on this morning flight to Minneapolis. Beautiful view out here. We are using real world weather, which is provided by Active Sky Next. If you don't know what that is, you're missing out, especially if you fly in the simulator as much as you know anyone else would. So you can see up there, once we hit Foxtrot Sierra Delta and we turn to Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot, we'll just be making that left turn and moving towards Minneapolis even more. Been in the air for 26 minutes as the chronometer over there. Is that how you say chronometer? I think so. Tells us. So we're about halfway there, probably a little more than halfway. So. Not too longer, I'll update you guys along the route. I'm going to check weather once we get closer to our next waypoint and see what's going on in Minneapolis, and I'll let you know then, so we can decide what we want to do from there as our guy coughs.
Hello, Captain. Would you like some coffee? Enjoy.
Oh, thank you. All right, they just brought us some coffee, which I already have, so thank you anyway. We just crossed over Foxtrot Sierra Delta, and now we are on our way to Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot, which is another 70 miles, so we'll update you along the way. Current METAR in Minneapolis showing 32013 for the winds, so 30 runway 30 left is probably what we're going to be doing, as we have already put into the MCDU. As you can see there, it says ILS 30 left. 10 to 2 miles of visibility, scattered clouds at 30,000 feet. Looks like it's 1409. Altimeter is going to be 3014 on the arrival into there. So everything's according to plan. Winds out of the north, and doesn't seem to be too bad, just so you know, 14 knots or so. But anywho, I'll update you guys along the way as we cross over Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot and get set to do the Skeeter 5 arrival into Minneapolis.
descent preparation checklist.
All right. Descent prep happening now.
Is on.
We're 25 miles
off.
from Romeo Whiskey
Receive.
Foxtrot.
Standard.
DH, MDH.
And we are almost to
Set.
our top of descent. And descent prep's done. So now once we hit our descent point, we will begin our descent checklist.
Initiating descent.
All right, starting our descent now.
Radar turn.
Down to 10,000 feet initially. And they're doing the checklist procedure now for descent. And it looks like it's going to be a nice rate of descent. All right, we crossed over Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot. Now we're headed to Skeeter intersection, which is 29 miles away. Let's go ahead and put our arc over to 40 so we can follow the star on into Minneapolis and set up for the ILS 30 left approach. Keeping an eye on traffic here as we get close to Skeeter intersection. We've got a couple airplanes in our area. One right here under the right of us. He's about -4. He's climbing, but about 3,000 going to be off on our right. Another one climbing out of Minneapolis on our left there at 6,400 below us, and another one at 4,800. Looks like they're just kind of moving off towards the south right now. But I don't think any of this traffic's going to be a factor, and we'll just continue as we cross Skeeter on schedule. Looks like we wanted to be at 224, and we're going to be at 224 right when we cross Skeeter. So onward with the star, and we'll update you along the way. Just about to make a change on the Barrow here in a second. Another 100 feet, and she should call it out. We'll go over to the local altimeter. Triple transition altitude right there, which is, they're going to put 292, but we're going to change it. Looks like it's going to be
Barrow reference set. Cross check.
3020.
3020.
There we have it.
3020.
Still on a hefty descent on our star into Minneapolis to 30 left. As you can see right there on the, that's the MFD, the PFD and the MFD. Incredible to see all the different lakes up here. Land of the lakes that Minnesota is known for, and you can see all of them here as we're just on the outskirts of Minneapolis now. All right, we're just about to hit Monkey intersection. What I plan to do is to change over to a heading of 120 once we cross that, and fly it instead of managed mode. Here we are. You can see an airplane just off to our right there on departure out of Minneapolis. And we're over Monkey intersection, so now we continue towards the final approach fix for ILS 30 left.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
All right, there's our brief for landing, and now we're getting set up on our way to make that Airbus, which will be down to Narco. I believe Narco's going to be our final approach fix, seems to be at 3,000 feet, and we'll be on the ground shortly. Flaps 1. Setting flaps 1 now as we come down to our speed. We'll be making our left turn towards the Bez and picking up the ILS for 30 left. I'm making a shallow turn towards the Bez, and we're going to pick up the localizer. A little still underneath the glide slope, so once we intercept the glide slope, it'll continue on. And we'll shoot it down to about 1,000 feet, disengage the autopilot, and manually land on 30 left. Gear down. Get down here onto the glide slope.
Flaps 2.
Flaps 2 coming down. A little high on approach, not too bad though. Still working it. Shut up,
Flaps 3.
the master. Flaps 3. Yeah, it was a little high.
Flaps 4.
Shut up. There's a Southwest 737 landing on the runway to the right. So of course it doesn't like that.
Landing checklist.
That thing's annoying. Shut up. Master
Down
caution.
and locked. 3 green. Check
What is your
arm.
problem? Shut up.
Medium.
Descent of conflict.
On.
Yeah, I know it's there. Not worried about the conflict
Check.
of that 737 landing over there.
Check. No blue.
Come back down onto the glide slope here, like so. Shut up with that. What is your problem? Back up on the glide slope. That thing is annoying, the master caution with that stupid TA. Shut up. Whatever. Let's just fly the plane. It's just going to keep doing it anyway. Gonna keep doing what it wants to do. Let's get back up on the glide slope here. Side stick is so weird. Shut the fuck up with that. On the glide slope.
400.
I'm trying to get rid of that caution light, but it won't
400.
stop. There's the wind.
2 minimum.
Landing.
Definitely see the wind there now. As we come
100.
over, we'll add that left rudder in. Like so. A little
50.
more left rudder.
40. 30.
Get a nice
20.
landing here.
Retard.
Retard. Here we go. Down we are. Spoilers out. First thrust, please. Yep. 70 knots. There's 60. Clear them. Auto brakes off. And we'll exit to the right here. Not a bad landing as we taxi our way into the gates. One thing I want to make clear to everybody that's going to be retards and say, you didn't have the spoilers open on landing. Yeah. Default FS replay on some of these advanced payware add-ons like this, they don't show those, mainly because I think they're XML controlled. They don't show the spoilers go up on all the airplanes. So yeah, spoilers were out. You heard it called out and everything during the landing rollout. Just because it doesn't show it in the default replay, I don't know what to tell you. I could run FS Recorder, but that is asking a lot. That's asking to, you know, be problematic actually if it crashes the simulator or something. If I'm trying to change, to start that up on the way on my final descent. So instead, we just use the default FS replay. That's why the spoilers did not go up. So please don't say the spoilers didn't go up when they did. I know how to land an airplane, and if I didn't put spoilers out on a landing, I should just absolutely give up flying altogether. We'll taxi over here to the gates and shut her down. All right, pulling into gate 20 right now. All right, sorry, gate 19. Getting closer to our spot. Try to line it up the best we can with the door. Like so. That's probably gonna be good right there. Let's go ahead and set our brakes. And let's take a look at our checklists. Let's do the parking checklist. Oh, they want engines off first. Okay. So engine 1 off, engine 2 off. And then they'll do the shutdown.
Parking checklist.
Parking checklist. Those are set.
Shocks set.
Yep.
Parking brake released.
Engine master.
Both off.
Both off.
Set off.
There they go.
Lights.
Set off.
Beacon off.
Exterior lights.
As required.
Set off.
Whatever you want to call it.
Are off.
Fuel pumps.
Fuel pumps.
Set off.
Those are off. All right, excellent. So there you have it, guys. Made it here to Minneapolis in one piece. Hope you enjoyed the flight, and we'll do it again. I had a lot of fun. So thanks for the suggestion, WWE Raw, and we'll see you guys on a future flight.